final battle of this second mission. Probable victory means they have no chance in hell. I'm not too keen on farming experience here, but if I can get it to the main hero, I'll consider making an effort. Harvick to go. Harvick to pay a little more like it, but whatever. Reasonable army, enemy force. We'll wait. We're gonna do a lot of lightning bolts on them. Maybe move Arvik in a position where we can just fly there. Protection, protection, protection. Extra damage. Right. What spells do we want to cast? Trying to see how we can boost Arvik to dark. There aren't alternate ways. Star Blades. It's a reasonable spell to cast. Oh, we are ensnared. Are they gonna rush out of the city? The ensnared unit? I think they might be at a slight disadvantage. This is going to be a lot of cold light at this point. I don't particularly care what we shoot at, as long as we acquired something. I don't see a reason why I should bring Illa there. Just asking for trouble. Same with Arwick really, and charging in here like an idiot, but here's the buffs. Frostbitten. Immobilized, bleeding. We probably should go into a guard mode. Need things like that. Still, they can't exactly do melee attacks on us. They can do some kind of long range crap, but that's about it. That'll work. We'll have to heal the Arwick on the next turn. They're probably going to try to melee him. It's a pretty much free for all at this point. Holy shit. Why were the Tigran units so vulnerable to heat? Right, no matter what happens, we've secured our location here. Okay, do I care what you do? Not particularly new. We could heal a little bit, I suppose. Cosmic Rifle. Could also cast some kind of a decent spell at this point. Shield of Light. Revitalize. Definitely get to level 17. That's the important part. I think around level 16 you can get access to the good abilities of a class. After that it's just bonus stuff. And it's not even all that much bonus stuff because the costs become incredibly high. So we can get a huge amount of health, defense, resistances or something like that. Okay, are we in good shape? No. %8 chance of stunning. Not exactly like those odds. Shield, frostbitten and shield. And keep revitalizing this guy, otherwise he can't really do all that much. Lesser Earth Elemental. What bullshit ability is that? You kill one of these units and a new one pops up in this place. We can focus on killing the trash with these. Save the hero for the enemy hero. Yeah, this fire elemental. Just keep on popping out of nowhere. Anyone can cast a spell? Still, it's not like we're in any trouble or anything. He could kill my ARP though. Direct damage spell on him. Lucky with the lightning bolts, that would do it. Still, didn't do it. Couldn't do it, rather. Eight points. I'm not going to avoid these guys killing all the enemies here. Mr. Frost Elemental. At least one of our guys should be able to cast. You. Fine. Heal. I want to get Arvik into condition to replace the enemy hero. We should be able to get a level up by fighting the trash, then push experience points further by killing the monster. I mean their leader after that. That will be it. And I'm stunned. Bit of a problem, not a big problem, but it's still a bit of a problem. It's a problem because he has the stunning goddamn attack. I'll leave things there for now. I really could use a distraction there. Something to allow me to flank him. Okay, anyone else still left? We have a healer within mid-range here. I don't think his hero can really do all that much anymore. We're attacking him so much from different angles and all that, so he's basically prone. If I could pop you, not be effective because you've already been buffed by it. Anything else? Revitalize his ass. Two attacks, but the chance of getting stunned is very high. Do I care? I don't really care. And I'm stunned. Now I care, but he should not be able to do much, if anything. Ooh, that's bad. Still I have ability to move. But I don't care about that. Doesn't matter anymore. He moved, which means he doesn't have a guard up, which means I can just flank his ass. I can do 2 attacks too, so that's basically it. 17. Less than 100 to get to 8. Now, would you like to get a kill? He got a level up from getting his ass beat so badly. I think Arvik should still get the kill. He's the guaranteed guy to be still around in the next mission. Another one. Well done, Rolar. The ice will thicken again, and Briscoe will return to the frozen paradise it was, settled by frostlings. Hope the bickering is at an end, and the land and its people can rest. I begin to tire of it all. You and Ella will come with me. You must answer to High Queen Sunhild for withholding the information about her sister. Ella, you also have much to answer for. I will. I would not dream of abandoning Ella. We'll face Sandhill together. My tyrants and I will fight for you in the meantime, if you wish it. I think we all agree Melanis needs to be stopped. Does she? What is she doing?
I have something for you, Arvik. I want to help Sandhill and our people, and I think the best way to do that now is to help you. During my time here, I have heard a lot of what was happening in the world, and I also managed to hide away 2 very powerful books. All this knowledge is yours, but the 2 themes conflict with each other. You will have to choose. This one contains secrets of the Grey Guards, masters of balance and neutrality. It speaks of fighting excess and unnatural beings. The other is filled with facts and rumors about the ancient wizard kings, and it describes numerous spells the Shadowborn use to spread their evil.
What does that actually mean? And now I have to fight the entire fight again before I can test it out. Or Google, whatever. I guess we're going with the Grey Guard. I feel like if we would want to really go to Shadowborn, we could have chosen a lot of different things before this. And there's a good probability that we're going to meet unnatural beings quite a lot. Those are the most troublesome ones always. I have no idea spells to spread their evil. What the hell does that even mean? What do they have here? Darkbringer. It's okay stuff. The frost protection ring was the only thing interesting. And the items didn't have time to arrive. Fuck it. So what's next for us?
With the Tigrans defeated, Briska has returned to Frostling rule, and the people have begun to repair the devastation that has been dealt to the lands. This endless struggle back and forth. It is like a wheel that cannot stop turning. Battles between brothers, between races, between empires. The living versus inevitable death. What purpose does it all serve? Ella, High Queen Sandhild's sister, has proven useful in the time since we set her free. She has a lot of information about what has been going on outside our borders. Maelanus has a much larger influence than we knew. I am not the only necromancer she has fostered. Their followers now work to break the seals of power, weakening the very barriers that protect the world. With the energy that this releases, they kill and reanimate as many people as they can to fuel their ghoul armies. If this continues, it will not take long before the whole of Athla is a realm of the dead. The rise of the necromancers has plunged the blessed continent into chaos. Everywhere the living are fighting the dead. At the center of it all is Melanus, bent on destroying all life on Athla. High Queen Sandhild has tracked her to a cavernous region in the Commonwealth backlands. She has decided that the Frostlings shall take the lead in this fight.
Sunbirth Citadel.
It has been many weeks since we had word from Sandhild. True to her Frostling spirit, she has taken the fight to Melanus, meeting her head-on instead of cowering in the north, just waiting for her enemy to make good on her threats. The world is paralyzed with fear. But if I can cut off the head of the snake, then the rogue necromancers will falter and their armies will return to their graves. If we can win here, we will have demonstrated the might of the Frostlings to all, and the whole of Athla will owe the North a debt of gratitude. Something I'm sure plays a part in Sandhild's considerations. But fighting Melanus feels like turning on my new self. She knows more of the undead than I could learn in a lifetime of study. Part of me thirsts for that knowledge. I feel the darkness inside of me beckon. I snap out of my musings. Scouts report finding the tracks of marching armies. So it seems other parties have passed this way recently. Enemies or allies of Melanus we do not know. But it seems that her necromantic powers might not be the only threat we face.
Arik, good. You have arrived. I'm making my way through an old and hazardous dungeon toward Melanus. If the rumors prove true, then I will exit first to Melanus' capital, ready to strike at her. You should proceed from Cloud Peak Pass, build up your forces and expand quickly. I may need your summons as reinforcements. I have lost many warriors already.
Take care, my queen. It took me a long time to find an entry point, and we found signs of armies passing this way. These mountains are full of hiding places. They may be lying in wait for you. We brought supplies and are ready to start building up. I will notify Rolar and Ella to come and join us. No, not Ella. No. Who are we playing with? It's a large map. Multiple levels. What is this? Treasure site. Oh, Ella is here. Ella with her Sandhild High Queen, right? Not Ella. He's at least level 12, that's respectable. You get your access to your basic good abilities at that point. Also an Archdruid, so good casting abilities. We should take the Ancestral Spirit spell especially. So she can summon something to the fight. Reanimation. Ooh, Essence Harvest. All enemy phase summoned undead and creatures of magical origin slain in battle provide the leader with 5 casting capacity. Undying units and ghouls do not trigger this effect. What do we have? From Corrupt the Source, summon a Lost Soul and Hellhound. Seek inspiration. Death Ray, Desecration. Go with Necromancy, it's a pretty safe bet. Rustling Scouts. What exactly is the Scout specialty? They probably have some kind of concealment abilities. No, they're more or less backstabbing sons of bitches. So not that useful at the moment. just troops. Ability to create settlements. Still. So we have basically enough resources so we're not going to run out of funds immediately, but we still need to double our income in like 3 turns. Okay, so we only have Arvic, not even the secondary hero. I don't like this system. I've always disliked it. It basically, because you have no way to predict who will go to the next mission, so you can have big problems in how things unfold. Big goddamn problems. And it's a problem for me because it's a newbie trap. No experienced player who has once played the game will ever make that mistake. They can prepare for it. They can develop the heroes and equip them with best gear. Only the first time player will make this mistake and suffer from it. That's why it sucks. If it was something where you had to make a choice or everyone would more or less be equally treated, then it would be fine. Every time it's something that only a new first-time player suffers from it, it's something that basically should be altered and fixed. Undying might not be a horrible thing. It would allow me to use this much more recklessly. Shadow Steps has proven its usefulness multiple times already. Lifesteal keeps this guy alive very well. We need melee strength. Venom good. I don't think there are a lot of good units here. Control undead. Yeah, there's probably quite a lot of those though. Devour corpse, simply because I need a way to heal myself. Control, no, it's not control undead, it was some other ability where they attack me and I might be able to. Yeah, Necromantic Aura. Every time an enemy undead unit performs a melee attack against this unit, the enemy undead unit has a chance to instantly come under that unit's control. That's probably a good thing here. Curse. Not sure about this. It's fairly expensive, but I'm not sure I care about it that much. Invoke Death has proven to be very useful. The life stealing gives you a little bit of extra life. It has kept me alive multiple times. Inflict Curse, yes. Energy Drain, yes. Inflict Despair. Yes. Protection from light. Do we want army buffs? I'd rather take personal buffs at this point. It's better to keep yourself alive than trying to keep everyone else alive. In that sense, the Undying would be exactly what we want. Exploit Despair. You have Cause Despair. Feebling Fever. Yeah. A lot of crap when we attack or something. Not sure I want the Resurrection ability. It is undoubtedly useful though. anything else? Trade points. Can take one decent ability still. Maybe spirit protection for us. Personal spirit protection. We have a high level, so the fire is our biggest problem. We could get the life protection to 100% too. All save points. We get the better resurrection spell at the point. It's gonna be useful, likely. This seems like a reasonable place to make our first settlement. Maybe not even a settlement, but a fortress. Lost library. I don't particularly want to take their construction resources yet. Do we have a good group? More or less, I'm okay with this group. So I don't want to switch other units. Anti-magic fields. Readers and heroes cannot cast spells. Yeah, I don't give a flying crap about that. A hurled baboon feces. Don't care about that. It's just horrible. We're gonna try to kill everything with the main hero. We might have to something a little bit different first though. We have time to get experience, so no need to be too eager here. But that one has to die. The Storm Sisters do electrical damage, which I'm very against. We'll see what happens. Rustling Royal Guard are key to keeping him alive even more. But he'll resurrect if they kill him, so why the hell would I care? Okay, I was wondering why I can't do anything with the cadavers, but because they attacked me, they turned to my side. Forgot that I had the ability. Been like 2 seconds ago. Reanimators might be on it too. Right. Just see how this goes. But they're doing me a favor, really, by resisted the necromantic aura. Despair, 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 despair. We could easily kill him. Can't do all that much damage to me, so devour some corpses. That way I don't have to rest so much between the fights before I can go into another big one again. I can get about 20 points healed. He can do a small fraction of that damage. Despair, 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 despair. That's a long list of despairs. Still despair or not, I'm pretty much full health, so I can kill. Control undead. Thanks. Decided to join the team. Points from a level up. Essence Harvest. Research. More importantly, a secondary healer. Raiders. Another fight. No mercy. It wouldn't hurt for other units to get some experience too. Spell the Deathbringers and the Royal Guards. Royal Guards for hit points. Deathbringers because it's an actual good unit. So irregulars, chicken throwers, and hellfires. Quite sure this is enough for a level up, but we'll get close. Gold or warg? Or some gold and a warg. It would be a decent scouting unit, but we need gold. Well of Souls, Magma Forge. Everyone's is suffocating. Yeah, no one likes this. Okay, what do we have? We have prospectors, which we can ignore, engineers, which are troublesome, and prospectors, which we can ignore. So mostly we can just ignore everything they can throw my way. Successfully cursed them. Should be able to wipe out a unit every turn. Some of the corpses before we finish off the last prospector. They'll do 6 points of damage, we'll heal about 20. Important level up. So, I think I already have the greater reanimate undead. Okay. What exactly do we want? I don't really care about the lesser one, although 2 reanimations isn't exactly a terrible thing. I think we should boost our regular combat skills. Invoke Death might be part of that. It is a very good ability. What are our resistances? Could use more spirit protection and blight protection. Blight immunity. 80% spirit protection. I could take protection from light. That would be additional 20 spirit and 20 fire. I would basically always have this. But it's 5 points for simple resistances. Might be that we have better places to put our points into. Extra health wouldn't be a horrible thing. It's even 5-10 points here and there can make a big difference. Alternatively, invoke death, take the protection from light. It should apply to these. Just saving. Yeah. Fire resistance, spirit immunity, frost, light immunity, frost protection, and fire protection. What else do we want to take? There's really not much here to take anymore. Extra health. Melee strength isn't exactly a horrible thing, but it's starting to be fairly expensive. We are using range attacks here and there. But ooh, I had fireworks too, yeah. Forgot about those a long time ago. There could be a point of making an actual big settlement here, but I don't know. Well of Souls, trading post, for some reason I don't think so. Just a little bit of extra, there just aren't enough sites here. Minor production site, minor population site, so you could go with a Tigran site here. Not cool Tigrans, but actual Tigrans. I think I'd rather just pass. But we will have to leave at least one guy here so they can go take control of the resources when the time comes. And it has to be fairly soon, I'd say. I'm pretty sure I haven't moved my scout yet. Okay, and this. We think we have to be very careful about casualties. We cannot afford any. Also, the scouts maybe, but that's about it. Race should be fairly vulnerable to a lot of elemental damage of all types, maybe not to fire and frost though. Light and physical. Still fairly vulnerable to frost, which is a big problem for them, not for me. Can break all their guards. want to revitalize. Might be the best thing to do at this point.
Do I have a healer?
Don't think so. So that's an even bigger problem. Could kill that one. Numbing Hand of Winter's Hex. Freezing Touch. Ah yeah, we could probably done something useful here. Heal would be the obvious thing. This is definitely cold lightning. This is definitely a supportive hero. Summon ancestral spirits. Everyone regenerates faster. Yes. Tree growth. Yeah, hell yes. What are our weaknesses? Fire weakness. We gain frost immunity. Might not be a horrible idea, not because we could waste a lot of undead and they have a lot of frost attacks. Light and frost. Druidry, 35. Call Ancestral Spirit. It's an extra unit that we can use as a sacred. Actually, we don't really need it. Beast Horde. I think we should aim for the Beast Horde. So, Druidry up as much as possible. I need at least another level 4. I can even hope to cast that. What the hell was it? Call Beast Horde. They're probably not that good, but for 7 turns that's a long time, and there's a lot of distraction going, a lot of weakening the enemy. Hard to overestimate the usefulness of that, especially if we can't get reinforcements for this army. So it's summon something that's very useful, and we should be able to get them without too many sacrifices too. You can kill your own unit and spread a little bit of cold around. Don't really see how that's a good idea. Okay. Anything else? Also, we can probably expect the rest of the heroes, at least some of them, to take part in the map at some point. Just not now. So there's a good chance we'll still see them with their equipment and all. No, I definitely need a range unit of some sort here, not another Mammoth Rider. What is this? Cobalt, but it's hostile. Wonder if there's a point in going here. There could be an army of kobolds. Need of cash is slightly reduced. Only slightly. I'm not sure if there's a point to leaving troops here. If you would have to leave something, it had to be of sufficient quality to actually have a chance of defending this. I'd rather save them for the city. I have to pop up somewhere anyway. Ancient tomb. Grotto Min. 250 to open borders. Oh no. There's like one guy there. Thinks he can squeeze 250 out of me. Good luck with that. Not sure what the hell I'm gonna do with the settlers though. There aren't that many huge places where you can just dump a city. So maybe it might be a good idea to initiate our first city here. This just isn't a good place. I mean, I'm not sure if there are good places, so if I keep waiting, I'm just gonna end up paying for it. I mean, the construction resources here are obviously to use for something. At the same time, here we might be able to get something decent out of it immediately. Okay. It's a fairly okay enemy there. This post holds items. This is just a recovery site for undead. We'll go for the Goblin City and then loot the area around it. But the city, establishing the city and getting the construction resources to be used on something useful is our primary objective. Jester is a tough opponent. If they dazzle me, I can't defend myself anymore. Can't do retaliation attacks. So there's some risk there. I'm gonna do all the damage here. Again, try to leave a bit more weak. Dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. Can't defend themselves. What the hell do you get when you get experience? Inflict exhausting fatigue, inflict brain rot, exploit despair. This is a very similar fighting unit to our own. It's also tireless, so if we could plant a Deathbringer on a wall, he will never get tired doing retaliation attacks. You can't possibly neuter him in that way. Okay, good shield. Nice boots and some money. I'll take the items. I can always send it to the queen if I have no use for it for myself. +2 defense. Spirit weakness. +2 defense against non-flanking attacks. +1 defense otherwise. Fire protection 60%. Yeah, that sounds actually quite nice. We have boots. Ooh, handsome boots are apparently the same thing. Yeah, I'm sending a sword too. Ah, Ghoul Halfling Jester. Was not expecting that. This was another item site, I think. Nothing too important. No. The well, right? So heals. Ability to convert living units. Technically the carrion birds are undead. What about the Grimby? They are not. I don't care who gets the experience here, just get rid of them. They're gonna kill the mammoth. More importantly, they can kill the mammoth. That's just pathetic. Are they an actual mammoth? No. I need to make sure when I resurrect him that they can't immediately kill him again. Okay, not bad. Melee strength and hit points. Melee strength and hit points. And we got the Ghoul Grimbeak Pros. Not exactly a unit I'm too interested in, but we could use Flying Scout, no doubt about that. Treasure Site, Monster Den. What the hell am I gonna do with this? This might be a better place to make a settlement if we can. This will boost population, this will give extra 20 gold. This will give bonuses. Somewhere around here might be a good place for our first created outpost. I'm going to try to hawk some kind of an army with the hero. I mean the settlers anyway, just in case some kind of random monstrosity decides to fight with us. You need to move through this area quickly. Goblin mines. No enter. Yeah, it sort of doesn't look like there's all that much interesting stuff going around there. Fuck you. We came as fast as we could. Sandhill, please forgive me for keeping Ella and my true motives for helping you a secret. I wish to fight with you here against Melanis, if you allow it.
Sister, I'm so sorry. I will accept whatever punishment you set for me, but please allow me to remain at Rolar's side, at least until Melanis is defeated. You have been foolish, Ella. I would not have forced you to become something you don't want to be, merely because tradition suggests it. For endangering us by telling the Tigrants about us, I will have to castigate you, but we can discuss that later. For now, it is enough that you have joined us here. Harvick says you have learned much that can help us. That is very lenient of you, Queen Sister. Thank you. I'm happy we're together again. I will do everything I can to stop Melanis.
Okay, can you please stop interfering with my goddamn movement options? Right. What do we have here? Tell me more about your quest. Mechlek. Baron Mechlek has claimed ownership of our town by right of inheritance, by drawing up plans to invade. Did the garrison raise his fortress, so we are finally freed of that. We have the location of that, probably that road. I don't see why I would. I mean, this is a trivial thing for us to conquer anyway. Why the hell would I? And if there's some kind of fortress there, I'm going to take over it. I'm not going to raise the ground. What do we have here? Fully equipped, thank God. Oh, thank God. Actually, no. Hi Queen, what's your fire resistance? Fire weakness 40%. Yeah. Anything else we want to send her way? Cosmic rifle maybe? This guy doesn't really need it. Like at all. Still, maybe shock bolts. I want to replan this character too. Shit. Not sure if we want even the range damage this time. How are we usually using these? Right, you want to try to get Arvik. Arvik's sidekick. Can't do it right now this turn, but we can catch up to him soon. This is not a problem. You form another group. I just wanted to make sure that Rolar is the leader in this case, so if I took army buffs, they actually apply. We could go for the Beast Horde. regroup. Yeah, I'm definitely taking RV buffs. Casting is very important though, no matter what we do. 35. We probably want to get at least 50, then worry about do we want to go further. 55, right. So, that's where I want to go with the Beast Horde. It is a good spell, but it doesn't mean I want to take it. More Druidry? Druidry is 6. I don't see why not. This is highly likely to be the last mission, so why hold back here? I don't see a point. Revitalize was a good one. A lot of goblins. So might be worthwhile to take light resistance. I'll take Cure Disease. It's removes all debuffs. And if we're going to have to fight against Necromancers, that's going to mean a lot of debuffs, I think. Tangling Touch. Be very useful. Right, the city first, and worry about other things after that. Two bone collectors. That's a lot. And they resurrect. Copies of undead machine, elemental, incorporeal units cannot be affected. So that one. Also, are you an undead or a machine? Undead. So we could basically get him to be on our side, especially if we manage to lower their resistances a little bit, like with a curse. Not much chance of that happening. can heal this, who's also taking part of the damage every time someone attacks me. Is that enough though? Well, one bone collector collected. Not sure if we should keep it. They seem to object to me having it. What to do, what to do. I basically would need to either kill the collector here or somehow drain his abilities to the point where he can't do a goddamn thing. I just move about. So to trigger the necromantic aura. Right, so we got two bone collectors out of this one. King Griffin egg, I don't care. It's slightly useful, but that's it. I have more use for the gold. I'm losing more than 100 per turn. I have 300, so this will give me more. More importantly, I have two bone collectors, tier 3 units, very useful. So who's going to get the boots? I think you and you. Might want to split the bone collectors up. Tunneling creatures too. Collects bones of the dead and adds them to itself, become more powerful for each body it eats. Target corpse heals 20 health and gains +2 attack. 20 max health and +1 resistance until end of combat. The effect stacks with each bone collected. So yeah. I'm gonna take this city. Just go away and die. I think this control undead every time they attack you is pretty much hugely useful on most maps, even when you don't have to fight against undead, because every goddamn tomb in the game is filled with undead. And now that it's an actual faction here, there's or an actual class, leader class, there's a new selection of troops, capable, powerful troops that you can find there. Probably ignore those. We have light immunity. And those. The Warg Riders and Marauders are probably our biggest threat. Let's see what they do. Do I want to give them an easy access to me now? Why would I? One point of damage. $19. Not much of a fight. That's how it's supposed to be. There might be bigger fights when we actually go and to confront Melanus and her support armies. But even if we assume Melanus plus 2 support armies, there should still be 2 other factions here. We want to invoke death. I don't particularly want to, I'd rather base our abilities. We'll get plus 2 defense when this item arrives next turn. So we could raise melee and defense. Defense 19, melee strength. Who knows? We'll see. Go with Ghoul City. Actually, migrating would be much harder. It'll take some time. Living city under Necromancer control, minus 400 morale. Can't stay here though. There's an army going to collect those, we don't have to go there. Possibility to get a Reed Serpent. Cross Elemental. We could grow them to a larger size. Reed Serpent, there. If it was a Shock Serpent, then that would be something. Reed Serpent does a lot of poison damage, which is nice, but it's not nearly as useful as the Shock Shield. I think we have to go there. I'll wait here for now. Or will I? We really should move towards some other fight, but I don't want to lose control of this either. Whatever. We can always retake it. Be an easy victory for us. They have no range combat units. Just pikemen, the resistance pikemen. As long as we don't charge them, we should be fine. Let them charge us and we'll just continue pummeling them with range damage. Do we have non-range damage? Okay. Not really.
Still, this should be too much while. God damn it.
Too much of an issue. Okay, this will work too. For some unknown reason, they decided they want to separate their groups. So it's immobilized, we can use it as a shield. Also frozen. So one of their units can attack us. If we kill him, I think we're pretty much in the clear at that point. Immobilized, we can ignore them. Ignore them. Not sure how much damage they can do. I want to make sure the reanimator survives. Holy shit, 2 health points left. That was uncomfortably close. We'll do the first strike. It's gonna hurt, but there's not much I can do about it. Still, didn't actually get casualty, so that's a good point. In a few turns we've been fully recovered anyway. Ah, you. Find me something interesting. Edith.
More movement in these dwarven halls. Oh, hello there. Who are you then? Oh my, another necromancer. Now I'm afraid I cannot allow this. You'll have to turn around now.
I will not, Lady Dwarf. If you know what's good for you, you will let me pass. I'm not after you. I just need safe passage through your halls. Stand aside.
Stand aside and do nothing while you practice your vile necromancy? No, I have condoned too much already. Others have passed my caverns, marching deeper into these mountains. I should not have allowed them access, and I will not make the same mistake again. It ends now. You are an abomination with your undead, and you will break on the shields of my dwarves.
Beat Edith. At least we know where she is. Do we have any kind of concealment? No, so we're basically obvious here if we stay, so they'll kill me. We could go into the water, might not be a horrible idea. I certainly don't want to see it send any actual army stacks here. Okay. I was wondering what was that all about. I won't use the resource until we have actual proper control of this place, just in case I might lose it. This is another unit we can use as a garrison force. You are our perfect scouts. Vampire Spider Queen. One of our druids might be able to do something about that. At least there's a chance. A lot of spider queens. Okay, the queen is the only thing left. Somewhat curious about this. Should I harass the goblins? I'll end after this turn. Elemental combat. Okay, this is bad. We are, weakened state. Don't have a hero here with us. Still, we can heal up a little bit. We have 2 tier 3s, he has 1. Actually we have 3 tier 3s. But they have 3 webbing units. Well, I can cast a little bit. Just won't make much of a difference. Potentially we can kill a spider baby. Luckily they don't have teleportation, so we might be able to control the fight much better. I thought we can escape them. So we might be able to escape some of them. Might be able to make a ghoul vampire spider for what it's worth. Collect some bones. Right. I think we want to do all that much. More or less we want to look for opportunities, openings. Actually, why wouldn't I collect the bones? And even attack if I want to. I think we should. It'll drain his capabilities of moving on his own turn. Chill. We might be able to get the ghoul curse on her. No, you only need to, I suppose, save against it once, then you're covered. Right, level ups all around. Bone collectors seem like they're good units to level up to. They're already fairly sturdy and they get a huge amount of melee strength, hit points and defenses. Fearsome will also keep them alive fairly well. More importantly, when they get a kill, they get the extra action points, so you can use that to heal yourself with the remains of the guy you just killed, and even go to a guard mode after that. So they're very, very good in that sense. Right, positively impressed by them. I should have used them earlier. 18 defense. Thank you very much. Necromancy 1 research, which is borderline worthless. Healers of the Dead. I'll do Shrines of Unlife. Although this is, it's hard. No, Healers of the Dead. Because we're every unit we have is pretty much an undead unit of some sort. So we need all support units to have the heal undead ability. It's gonna take a long while to re-get, but that's because we don't have any cities at the moment. Alternatively, Shrines of Unlife. I think this is better because it allows us to grow our cities to a larger size faster. Yeah, it's hard to say anything about this mission yet. It's a nice start, especially since we got all our heroes back. But I'm not sure what exactly am I supposed to do with this group. It's clearly insufficient to get anything done. I might be able to reinforce the queen a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. I think going for the 50 point casting point summoning spell is the only choice if we want to make a serious difference in how good Sandhill is at doing city combat. Because this amount of units she has is not gonna be enough. They're too poor in quality and type for that type of fight. And I certainly don't have time to research good attack spells either, so one way or another that's how it's gonna go.